I will start with the practicalities, actually, because I have a couple of housekeeping or logistic points I would like to give to you. First of all, on the agenda, as you may have understood, we have now 1.5 days of Info Day, 2 half days with plenary sessions this afternoon on the generic part of the calls, and tomorrow morning a plenary session on the eco-innovation call. Tomorrow afternoon is dedicated to 5 parallel sessions on 4 thematic areas and 1 cross-cutting on international cooperation. So this is the setup. Second, for the persons who do not manage to fit into this room, as was just said, there are other rooms on the 2nd floor today and tomorrow where it's possible to participate, including by asking questions, but the questions in the rooms on the 2nd floor must be in writing, and then we take them up here. We have foreseen long coffee breaks, what we call networking coffee, so 1 hour each afternoon, and the idea is that you would have an opportunity to actually network with possible partners, but also with the Commission staff, of course. And there are tables foreseen on the 2nd floor here today where you can, with signs on it depending on the subject. So the thematic areas covered by the parallel sessions tomorrow can already kind of start today if you want at the 2nd floor in the coffee shop. The documents that are provided for this meeting and provided during the meeting will be launched at our Circa website. So you will have the orientation paper on which this meeting is based, the catalogue of projects, which is this one. It's a compilation of the projects that have been selected for funding during the first part of FP7. We also made an update of this green catalogue for this day, which means that you will see in here also examples of FP7 projects. After the event, all presentations, including those given by participants in the broker sessions, will be uploaded to the site. A particular point on flash presentations, if you want to make more than one presentation in the different sessions, please check with the policy officers in charge of the different sessions to make sure that the timing is appropriate. The preliminary agendas for the thematic section are put on the doors of the individual rooms foreseen for those sessions. And then the last point on the wireless access, you have access with the ID XICB510. I'll repeat that, XICB510, and with the password people. So that is for the logistics. And I understand that, Manuela, you will be leaving, unfortunately, for other meetings. But thank you for having introduced this day. So, and I will move to space over here. So, I will make the presentation from here in the corner. I will first of all remind you a bit about the cooperation program, and specifically the environment theme of the cooperation program, and then go into details about the current work program or the preparation for the work program 2011, and then go into finally into some details about the evaluation processes. So first of all, why do we need to go through Brussels to do research? Why research at European level? There are different reasons for that, and you have them here, the most obvious one. So we need to pool and leverage resources. We need to create critical mass to obtain results. We need to leverage on private investments and ensure interoperability and complementarity of big science. But there is also a human resources part of this. So we need to foster human capacity and excellence in science and technology by stimulating training, mobility and career development of researchers across Europe and even across the world. We need to improve S&T capabilities in Europe but also in other parts of the world, and we need to stimulate competition research to ensure the excellence. Last but not least, we need to better integrate research in Europe. We need to create a scientific base for pan-European policy challenges to encourage coordination of national policies and to effective comparative research compare research at EU level, and to ensure efficient dissemination of research results so that they are actually incorporated in solutions. This is just to remind you about the place of the environment theme in the cooperation program, which is again just one of the 4 big programs in the FP. The cooperation program has as an aim to bring together our best talents from across Europe to tackle different areas. So it's what we call the strategic research. There are themes predefined at the level of the work programs. The environment theme is allocated a little less than 2 billion euros across the 7 years. And we are, as Manuela Soares just said, more or less halfway. So we have spent up till 2010 more or less half that budget, and for this year it will be around 240 million. This budget for the environment corresponds to around 6% of the cooperation program. The overall objective of the environment theme is to promote sustainable management of natural and human environment and its resources, and to address it in an integrated way global environmental issues through the advancement of knowledge, development of new technologies, but with emphasis on the prediction of changes in climate, ecological, earth and ocean systems, and also on the monitoring, prevention and mitigation of environmental pressures and risks. So this is all true for the entire environment theme, where we, as you may know, have 10 main research priorities organized in 4 actions. The first is climate change, pollution and risks. Under this we have the sub-activities pressures on environment and climate, environment and health, and natural hazards. Under the sustainable management of resources we have conservation and sustainable management of natural and man-made resources and biodiversity, and we have management and marine environments. The third activity is environmental technologies, where we have an environmental technologies part per se. We have a sub-activity on protection, conservation and enhancement of cultural heritage, and we have a technology assessment, verification and testing sub-activity. The last big activity is the Earth observation and assessment tools for sustainable development, where Earth and ocean observation systems is one sub-activity, and forecasting methods and assessment tools for sustainable development is a second one. And then we have, at the very end, a specific sub-activity on horizontal and dissemination activities. Horizontal